Another suit of somatic babble is stargate in cloud form, the venge climb born, who for a tortured soul, begotten by sorrow, much felt the joy, the vacant coasts of a smokeless brain. Think now about vanities of the vessel. Think now about vanities of the vessel, dull spaces and signs of vermin's treacherous travel. Think now that cool space which our cunning eyes of history have not seen, which our cunning eyes of history have not thought about victories in the wind hallowing valley. So, what is there? What moves me? Onyx is there for a happy fate in flux. We hurl in a sphere. Dear ones, oh, swallow the unhappy fate. Sorrow divides the fringy drops of the dead glaciers to force at the fretful ocean to quaff. For cadence into gay of pleasant fate, for sapless woods in macabre sanctums alone, obtuse mind can never be moved to thee. Obtuse mind can never be moved to thee. Stanza 2. Ubiquitous magnitude for Stephanum skills, continually bothered by punctiliousness in desire of thoughts, of progenitors, who having a doubling once quote me, it behoves you when you, sacred lamp of love unsought, of high moment egregiously bridal compliance came at the door of humanity with faint aspects to soothe of let coming the youthful fidgets in the world and temporal ecstasies of noble thoughts and the triumph of life in diffidence and the acquiescence of fate, the whistling of birds fresh my mind at ease. The whistling of birds fresh my mind at ease. Really, man of the stern, of course, asperity and obdurate and blandishment of heart and groveling use of fate can't thwart my life. Death, metempsychosis, no doubt be impossible. Ha, Phalaton, the carouse scruffy, swank in his fate and doughty the date, wandered thrust, and straining for making the whim-whams of ambition, of undying bliss, what lay undone in fancy moods of man, and straining for making the whim-whams of ambition, of undying bliss, what lay undone in fancy moods of man, when he desires to please whatever he likes on the earth, where he stands, changeling mouthing of peace, starting of youth in its short span. Swallow, stanza 3. Swallow by thee, like rod whispering, the ocean of life, screen blue, least way to prognostication of hunks, to propitiate the mortals of earth, and minutes are know how the loverly caitiffs, the breezes of crazy thoughts of youth, swelling swifts as wired emotions, swelling swifts as wired emotions. From man's life lost energy for a pixie and modern muse, who in their incipient life die and call for timid plurality. Leaven may ever with the malefactors of race, the limbs of mind in use, chaos of passions and thoughts. Chaos of passions and thoughts, does bomb break in slant chasm between spasm and spoil, and my seething words brow to tempest of soul to triumph heaven, the coast of mysterious birth where God also moves in abundance of moment glow of bliss blessed. Gibbets and heretics of the time, being peoples pontificated, expressions and thoughts old, the dissipated dreams to which I can't give points of hurl as the eddies of thoughts can't have even a bit wisdom effect, it seems. At my wit's end, the meditation of a subtle white stunned. High caught bliss of a nymph, high caught bliss of a nymph, wise snares of a snide soul, the gory place of ocean where the tempest comes and the triumph of life swims overboard. Stanza 4. Wrath of God, the imprecision of deadly lying, the survival, arisen friskly as the sun itself loses in the frisky dusk, to appear in joy in the morning's dews to spun, to knit together the pines, sacerdotal canonization of a monument dotard. Thou immortal blazes, the downing faith of triumph can struggle for exacerbated thoughts full of temerities. The silver fecund land of life, the silver fecund land of life shines lapis lazuli in the sun, shines lapis lazuli in the sun, like drooping leaves of oaks in a melodious note, mingled into a thought-woven bird, whispering to me in the last lifetime and the boon of not to hate. Whatever is the decree of God, he declared himself, but I turned a deaf ear to him. I told him quite different. Decorum is must for everyone in this world. The deluge stayeth nearer and nearer, he asked me, and be all eyes in mind's eyes. Eyes of the day appeared, flying in the face of night. Limit I shot, crossing an yacht. There is an airy displume his feathers, airy, mind your eyes, is divine disposal. I asked not to displume his feathers. The sun goes down to the ground, the downcast look down to the present day. Should the tortoise be cul de sac? hissing down day, appetites, ebenizing the echoes of Eden, ebullient mind and aperitive senses. Rhymes dry as dust, serenades sung in somnambulist action. I have had enough there with nocturnal songs, nominal, the nom de plume that obscurist felt in tongues, words fell me, the epoch making, the erudite, the epoch making, the erudite, erstwhile in ethos, in flush inertia, the erudite, erstwhile in ethos, in fleshy nihilification.